mentorship, go ahead and express how great, how wonderful mentors are in your life, okay? You need to find them, get them. They're gold. They are the guys that's climbed up the mountain, that's throwing down the rope to help you get to the next level, okay? They'll teach you an awful lot. They'll show you the direction. Now, they won't paddle your boat for you, okay? So then there's teams. And there's some great teams that I'm involved with on the internet as well as off the internet. Okay, so find those support groups and start keeping an eye out for that. Get you a pad going, start taking some notes of what I'm getting ready to lay out for you. So teams, if you want to know some teams that are rolling on the internet, look me up. I ain't making this to make no pitches, but I want to make sure that you have, that I at least show you, I offer you to where if you want to jump into something, I have some stuff that has a higher probability at new beginners or old timers or anything at being successful. And I'm going to get to what's going to help you increase those chances here in a minute. So your mindset's going to help you, okay? And no matter what you do, and here we go, I finally get to erase this stuff because I've been saving it for this time, okay? And so entrepreneur, okay? And I'll tell you, one of the biggest things you can do with that is realize there's 86,400 seconds in a day. 86,000 seconds. Now, when you go to work for 8 hours, you come home and you're tired, okay? Once you get your rest and you get your meal, whatever, you've got a boatload of time still. I don't even care if it's just an hour a night. That's an hour a night's, what's that? 360 seconds, okay? Consistency, commitment, and consistency at a plan is what's going to win out in the long haul, okay? So just remember that. When you're sitting around the couch and you ain't doing nothing but getting sedentary, my gosh, at least jump on a trampoline and start jumping up and getting your blood going, you know? Okay, that's my wellness program. We'll get to that later. But anyway, so what are you doing with those 86,400 seconds in a day? Do you want to make a difference in your life and the people's life around you or not? Okay, so we'll figure out how to better plan for that. We got the entrepreneurship going on, okay? Yeah, you can see I left this on my board too long. It's starting to get stuck, okay? We talked about mentorships, okay? Purpose in a mentorship, again, one, show you the ropes. But the greatest thing that you can do as a leader, the greatest thing you can do for yourself is these three words that keep popping out at me here in all my research, okay? Confidence, 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 okay? The single greatest task, right here, this is from Mel's book, okay? The single greatest task is to instill confidence in each other, okay? Everybody else in your circle that does not instill confidence in you to pursue your dreams, then cut them off, all right? Start putting yourself around people that's going to help instill your confidence. You as a business owner, okay, if you don't have anybody around you to instill confidence, go join a Rotary Club. Get on the internet. Join these sites with people that are like-minded that will help build your confidence. That's what you're going to need. Above all things, you're going to need the confidence. You're going to need the confidence to change your attitude, okay? And so that's the single greatest thing you can do as an MLM leader or as any team leader is instill confidence in the people that are around. And even if they're people that have more money than you, that's been more successful than you because they've got better resources, they've been at it longer, still they need their confidence built too, okay? So as you give, you're going to give back. So get confidence, build confidence. People will help you build your confidence when you help them build their confidence, okay? It really does work that way. So you want to get that confidence going, okay? So we got that question of the whole seconds out of the way. What are we doing with our seconds? Okay, benefits. Let's see, where did this come from here? Okay, oh, I know this come from my buddy Vic Strifus right here, okay? Okay, when you're doing anything, you need to be able to show people the benefits that they're going to be receiving. Build the positive expectations of what that's going to do for them, okay? And it's going to come under, you know, they're going to be, here's the 4 emotional triggers. This is all good stuff I'm giving you here. Okay, you're going to be triggering the fear, the wants, the needs, the pleasures. Okay, so you'd be asking yourself, when you're selling a service or a product, how's it going to be benefiting them? And say you're selling a drill, okay? You don't want to tell them the benefits of the drill. You want to show them the benefits of the whole. All right, the steak, the sizzle, the smell. Okay, positive expectation. How juicy that thing's going to be, you know. And then again, self-validation is the best way to build confidence. Assess your skills, assess your strengths. Okay, that's going to be your competitive advantage. And we're going to get into that a little bit here when we're talking about strategic management. Okay, I'm going to go a little bit deeper and this a little bit longer, this first one, because it's going through the table of contents, what I'm getting ready to continue to throw out there with my passion as far as in this area. I've got a lot of areas I got passions about, and you're going to hear about them all. So we got our teams, we got our mindset, okay? Those, again, mindset, okay? So when we're selling anything, okay, and if you're going to be in business, you're going to be selling something, and if you're squeamish about that, then you need to go ahead and go get another part-time job to save money and do something else. I recommend saving it in gold, you know, gold carrot bars, okay? That's not a pitch to them, but I mean, that's the greatest thing I've seen out there. If you're not going to do anything, then go get a second job and start saving in gold, okay? So let's wipe these off the board, okay? Remember, confidence, confidence, confidence. Okay, confidence, confidence. You want to be committed. This right here, these three things were from old Gary Vee. Love that guy, okay? You need to be confident, you need to be committed, you need to be bold, okay? And you know, you may not be there every day. I'm not. So it's gonna take, you're gonna be like this. It's a growing process, and you got to give yourself that room to grow. Otherwise, you're gonna be your own worst enemy. Okay, so we want boldness, we want commitment, we want confidence. Write them down, stab them through your forehead, okay? The confidence and the passion, okay, is going to be the greatest asset you're going to need to overcome your fears. Now in Robert's book, The Four Quadrants, he talks about that. You know, he talks about the four quadrants of employment, self-employment, versus business versus investments. And he says the hardest thing to jump across that, the number one thing is overcoming fears. Okay? You've got to learn how to overcome fears. You do that through your passions, which comes from that definiteness of purpose, that why. And I'm not talking about I want a new car kind of why. Well, if that works for you, that's fine. Me, I needed something a lot deeper, a lot meatier, because I needed some serious passion, you know what I'm saying? So we're going to get into definiteness of purposes, we're going to get into your whys, and then we're going to relay that to building your passion, to overcome your fears, to launch you across that quadrant sector. And I know this because I'm on that journey, okay? So I'm not some guy that's made it to the top that's going to reflect back at this point in my life. I'm reflecting on stuff right now of the hurdles I've overcome, the thorns in my life, trying to choke myself out, and just obstacles and all that, okay? Constraints is what Richard Sheffrin calls them, okay? And as you're going through those and you're dealing with those constraints and you're learning how to manage them, what you want to do is you want to start setting yourself up to where the stuff you're doing is, what was the term? I love Richard Sheffrin. Was the first time I had heard the term, but I had been taught how to do this early in my life, and that's oh my goodness, it'll come to in a minute, but we'll race on here, okay? So you got your passions, driven by your whys to overcome your fears, to launch you over that catapult into the new quadrant of investor and business owner, successful business owners. Okay, that's going to leave us down to here. I'm going to get into that. And let's talk about processes for a minute, okay? I think I'll do a timeout here for a second. What was that one thing? Convergent of causes. Now, when we talk over here, we're going to get into the processes, okay? And our strategic management. Along with this, I have this is a very rudimentary of what's called a strategy map. That comes from Kaplan and Norton, and corporate world uses it to increase their success rate at getting results for accomplishing their visions and their missions, okay? And so we're going to combine those here in a minute, and we're going to get all three of these going. So our process is convergent of causes, okay? As you're growing and as you're learning, there's going to be some things you can do, some things you can't do. Some of your weaknesses, if you can't outsource it, then you're going to need to learn a little bit of it. But you want to focus specifically on your strengths, and that comes from Draker's book, Managing Oneself, okay? And so that's what brought me to the board, actually. This is my strong point. And hopefully, hopefully, this is, I know, my strong point, and teaching people and encouraging people. Those are the things that people my whole life is like, man, you do that good, you're figuring out how to make a living doing that. Well, okay, well, to me, if I start doing that too much, I start thinking too much, and I don't lead with my heart. And that's something that I'm learning how to do. That's where I'm at in my life right now, is I'm not waiting until I got this perfect. I'm not waiting until the lighting's perfect. I'm not waiting for anything except for just getting out there with what's on my heart and getting this ink off my board so I don't ruin it. And I've thought about this for quite a few weeks here. So anyways, so there's a process. There's a changing of the attitude. There's what being an entrepreneur is about. There's knowing your whys that establishes the drive that you need, the distance that you need to get busting through the fears to get to the other side of that quadrant. All right, better cap that up. Okay? So now that leads us over to this. Let's see, let's go with Boo. All right, so no matter what business, let's get up here to processes. We're going to talk about processes. Okay, processes. Okay. Man, that's a new one. I haven't used it so long. It's going dead on me. All right, so processes. Okay. In everything that you do more than once, it's pretty much going to have a process. Any project, any business, anything we do has got a process. Everything's got a process. I was run nuclear power plants. There are processes upon processes of different auxiliary systems, blah, 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 blah. Communication, there's processes you go through. Learning, there's processes you go through. Running a business, there's processes you go through. Running an internet marketing business, there's processes you go through. And that's what we want to talk about is processes really are nothing but taking different components, business license, a building, your website, and all the components to make that thing move, to actually get it to where it's self-sustaining, and not so much in the monetary wise at first, but in the fact that, okay, it's running, okay, I got a system going to where I process, I got to pay the light bill, I got to pay my website, I need to have my subscriber base linked in there with my autoresponder. And right now what we're going to do is running a power plant, planting a flower, there's a certain process. It's all about pieces to the puzzle, and you get them all in together, and that process you can start it going, okay? Plan, do, check, back. You go through it and you review it, you see where you can tweak it. And so once you've got an identifiable process in the business that you're going to be doing, then you can put in the points, okay, the indicator points, where you can change each parameter and tweak that thing a little bit. And that's called optimization of your business system, of your funnel, of any process. And we'll get into the optimization of that later on, okay? But so just know that right now we're going to talking about small businesses, internet businesses, internet marketing, and we'll come back to all the other stuff I'm interested in later, okay, a wellness program and all kinds of cool stuff. But right now we're going to go just to the process specifically associated with internet marketing or small businesses, okay? And small business is also home business, okay? These three things right here, internet marketing, multi-level marketing, small business, home business, they all have similar processes. And those are what we're going to go further into, and that's what I'm wanting you to know, is that the process has components in it. You're going to learn those components Just focus on the ones that you're strongest with at first, depending on your resources, and we'll get into that out when we get into the strategy map. We learn then in that particular niche that you're in, or that business that you're in, then you'll want to seek out where you can find outsourcing for your stuff that you're weak in, or stuff that is mundane and systematic that you can turn over once you get it going. So that covers processes, okay? Processes and understanding processes with the particular business that you're going in. And there's a common denominator of all businesses that you want to get, but then there also is going to be ones that are particular to the business that you're in. Okay, and it could be writing books, whatever it is. They're all going to have a process. They're all going to have mentors. They're all going to have similar things. So that takes care of processes, okay, and understanding just basic processes and how things flow together, okay? All right. Now, before we get to this last one, strategic management, and how we tie in the strategy map, which is strategic management. Well, okay, just this last one here, it's outcomes, okay? You could be busy all day long, and you could run around your computer, and you could have a site, and if you don't have any strategic direction and a map and a plan, and it could be changeable, it don't have to be in concrete, but if you don't have something to give you a kind of a guide to where you're heading, then you're going to be busy. If you don't have some daily action, okay, when I'm talking action, that's going from just being busy to targeted action. I don't know if you can see that down there, but we want to go to targeted action. And then you want actually to have outcomes. Okay, so you could be busy, or that busy can turn into concentrated actions. Okay, those concentrated actions can actually go towards targeted actions. Okay, that go towards a specified outcome, okay? That's what you need. Okay, when you get a map, that you have targeted actions that have measurable, specific outcomes. And when I say measurable, I'm saying like you have to have a date and a time and what needs to be accomplished and who needs to accomplish it. Okay, those are action-based indicators. Okay, you need those if you're going to succeed. Okay, or put it this way, it's going to increase your chances of succeeding. And so that takes care of actions. Okay, now strategic management is kind of a fairly new term, I guess, in the business and corporate world. And what it is it's okay. You want a business plan. Okay. The chances of succeeding with the business plan skyrockets, okay? You want a business plan. These are all little things to do to take you from that bottom 95% to get you up, okay? All these things I'm talking about are going to increase your chances of getting into that 5%, okay, of any business success. Business plan. Well, along with the business plan, they come along with the strategic plan. So you've got your overall business plan, and we'll cover business plans, and we'll cover strategic plans on how you can make that business plan more strategic. Okay, and what that really concentrates on, from just a basic business plan, the strategic plan will help you focus on your competitive advantage that goes along with the business plan. Okay, so learning your strengths is going to, in that particular niche you're wanting to go into, is going to help you have a competitive advantage. It'll point out your weaknesses, it'll point out your strengths, and we'll go over on how to do all that. So now to take it one step further than just a strategic plan, there's this thing called plan, do, check, act. Okay, it's a cycle. Okay, it's got 4 points in your strategic business plans, and that's where your strategic management comes in. Strategic management is just is an outlook to where you're constantly checking the variables. It's like a check and balance on your system and your performance. Now, I hope you found some value that could help you in your growing your business and growing personally. And if you're one of those older gentlemen or younger people that are wanting to get further into that entrepreneur and would like to get onto my email list, go up here in the top corner and you'll see on the video here there's a little symbol like that. If you click on that symbol, it will take you to my website. And on my website there will be a place where you can actually subscribe, and that'll put you in a list that I don't run products to. That's just a list that I'm going to be emailing and letting people know when I create a new video, and people that want to hook up or people that want to respond to me. And thank you, appreciate you, and have a great day.